1. Yellowstone Bison Encounter. Tourists' reckless behavior and the risks involved. 2. Tourists risking it all. Close encounters with wild moose. 3. Tourists ignoring safety rules at Yellowstone. What's wrong with these visitors? 4. Yellowstone Wolf Encounter. Tourists disregard safety rules. 1. Yellowstone Bison Encounter. Tourists' reckless behavior and the risks involved. Witnessing wild bison up close in Yellowstone National Park is a breathtaking experience, but getting too close can turn deadly in an instant. Despite clear warnings, some tourists recklessly ignore safety boundaries, putting themselves and these magnificent animals at serious risk. But here's where it gets controversial. Why do so many people still treat Yellowstone like a petting zoo? Yellowstone is renowned for its vast herds of bison roaming freely in their natural environment, offering visitors a rare chance to admire these iconic creatures from a safe distance. Yet, time and again, tourists push the limits, inching dangerously close just to snap that perfect photo. A professional photographer recently shared a chilling image on Instagram via the popular account Turons of Yellowstone, @TuronsoFYellowstone, capturing a crowd gathered perilously near a massive bison. The photo, taken near the famous Old Faithful geyser, shows people standing on a boardwalk alarmingly close, just about 10 feet from a bison. The photographer clarified that the shot was taken from roughly 120 yards away using professional equipment, highlighting just how close the crowd actually was. "That hat isn't a ranger's," the photographer noted, emphasizing that these visitors were well within the animal's personal space, ignoring all safety guidelines. Accounts like Turons of Yellowstone play a vital role in educating the public about the dangers of wildlife encounters. Unfortunately, the trend of tourists approaching wild animals for selfies or social media content remains widespread, not only in Yellowstone but across natural parks worldwide. This behavior endangers both humans and animals, as wild creatures can react unpredictably when provoked or startled. Adding to the complexity, our planet's changing climate and ongoing habitat destruction already place immense stress on wildlife populations. Human interference only compounds these challenges, threatening the survival of many species. If you're passionate about nature and love exploring it firsthand, it's essential to respect wildlife by maintaining a safe distance and never feeding or provoking animals. This approach helps protect both visitors and the animals themselves. Supporting eco-friendly and conservation-focused travel destinations is another powerful way to enjoy wildlife responsibly. These places prioritize minimizing human impact on natural habitats, ensuring that future generations can continue to experience the wonder of wild animals in their native environments. Social media users frequently express outrage over irresponsible tourist behavior, often sparking heated debates in comment sections. One Instagram follower pointed out, "There have already been 2 people gored by buffalo in Yellowstone this year alone. My friend works in the ICU and sees firsthand the consequences when people ignore the rules." They added, "No one should ever be that close to a buffalo, let alone try to pet one or get a photo for social media. Yellowstone is not a petting zoo, and it never will be." So, what do you think? Are tourists simply uninformed? Or is there a deeper issue with how we view and interact with wildlife? Should parks enforce stricter penalties to protect both animals and visitors? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Let's start a conversation about respecting nature and staying safe. For those interested in staying informed and making a positive impact, consider subscribing to our free newsletter for uplifting stories and practical tips. Plus, check out our curated list of simple ways to help the planet while enjoying your adventures. Remember, the wild is wild for a reason. Let's keep it that way. 2. Tourists risking it all. Close encounters with wild moose. A recent video has sparked outrage among viewers, and for a very valid reason. It's a stark reminder of the dangers of human interference in nature. The footage, uploaded by @Toronto National Parks on Instagram, captures a group of tourists at Grand Teton National Park who are alarmingly close to a mother moose and her calves. In the video, you can see several people stepping off designated trails and moving through the forest to get a closer look or take a photo. However, the proximity to the moose family is far from safe. The 25-yard rule, which requires visitors to maintain a minimum distance from wildlife, is in place for a reason. Moose, despite their seemingly gentle demeanor, can become highly aggressive if they feel threatened, particularly when their young are present. A single charge from a moose could result in serious injury or even death. And this is the part most people miss. If a wild animal attacks a human, it often leads to the animal being euthanized, even if it was acting purely out of self-defense. Such close encounters not only endanger human lives, but also put the animals at significant risk. National parks have strict guidelines to ensure the safety of both visitors and wildlife. When these rules are ignored, the consequences can be devastating for everyone involved. It's not just about preventing injuries. It's about showing respect for the animals and allowing them to thrive in their natural habitats. Unfortunately, this kind of risky behavior is more common than it should be. Another viral video showed a tourist approaching a bison in Yellowstone National Park, highlighting how frequently these rules are disregarded. Each time, the message remains the same: give wild animals the space they need. Social media reactions to the moose video were overwhelmingly critical. One commenter remarked, "Y'all way too close. I don't care if the trees are in the way or not." Another added, "Wow, natural selection at its finest. Absolutely zero respect for the magnificent, extremely dangerous wildlife." But here's where it gets controversial. Some argue that the thrill of getting close to wildlife is part of the adventure. Is it worth the risk? Should national parks enforce stricter penalties for rule breakers? What do you think? If you're fortunate enough to spot wildlife during your travels, consider it a privilege. Take photos from a safe distance and share your experiences with others. Remember, these animals are wild, and it's crucial to let them remain that way. By respecting their space, we help ensure their survival and the safety of future generations. For more good news and practical tips, sign up for our free newsletter. And check out this list of simple actions you can take to help the planet while improving your own life. 3. Tourists ignoring safety rules at Yellowstone. What's wrong with these visitors? Imagine stepping into a serene national park, only to witness tourists behaving in a way that puts both themselves and wildlife at risk. This is precisely what happened when a viral Instagram video captured the reckless actions of some visitors at Yellowstone National Park, sparking widespread outrage. But here's where it gets controversial. Why do some people seem oblivious to the dangers lurking in nature's wonders? National parks welcome millions of visitors annually, offering breathtaking landscapes and unique experiences. However, not all visitors approach these natural treasures with the respect they deserve. A recent Instagram post by Turons of Yellowstone, @TuronsofYellowstone, highlighted a group of tourists who acted irresponsibly near the park's hot springs. Turon, a term combining tourist and moron, aptly describes such individuals. In the video, the Turons ignored clear safety warnings and ventured too close to the scalding waters of Yellowstone's hydrothermal features. These geothermal marvels, which can reach temperatures exceeding 200 degrees Fahrenheit, require caution. Sadly, tragedies have occurred due to lack of respect for these natural phenomena. In June 2025, a bison met a tragic fate after falling into a hot spring, as reported by CBS News. While such incidents are rare, humans have also fallen victim to these hazards. In 2022, a human foot was recovered from a Biss pool, underscoring the real danger these areas pose. According to Yellowstone's official website, 20 individuals have lost their lives due to accidents involving the park's geothermal features. Hank Heisler, the park's chief geologist, expressed concern about the lack of awareness regarding the risks associated with these attractions. He stated, "Geothermal features are one of the most dangerous natural features in Yellowstone, but I don't sense that awareness in either visitors or employees." This highlights a critical gap in visitor education and responsibility. National parks serve as excellent examples of eco-friendly travel destinations, providing accessible opportunities to connect with nature. However, this privilege comes with significant responsibilities, including respecting natural environments and leaving them undisturbed. The behavior captured in the video exemplifies a broader issue of environmental stewardship. Unsurprisingly, the video ignited a firestorm of criticism on social media. Many commenters expressed frustration and disbelief at the tourists' actions. One person remarked, "The signs cannot be more clear at this park." Another added, "I swear it just keeps getting worse. What is wrong with these people?" While some hoped the incident would serve as a painful lesson, many others proposed solutions to curb such behavior. Suggestions included mandatory bans from the park, community service, and issuing tickets. These proposals reflect a growing demand for stricter enforcement and education to protect both visitors and wildlife. In conclusion, the viral video serves as a stark reminder of the importance of respecting natural resources. It prompts us to consider how we can better educate visitors about the dangers and responsibilities associated with national parks. And this is the part most people miss: the need for ongoing efforts to foster a culture of respect and conservation in our shared natural spaces. 4. Yellowstone wolf encounter. Tourists disregard safety rules. Imagine being face-to-face with a wild wolf in one of the most breathtaking national parks in the world, only to have that experience ruined by a group of careless tourists. This is exactly what happened in a shocking encounter at Yellowstone, leaving many to wonder, are we respecting the boundaries of wildlife in our national treasures? But here's where it gets controversial. The pursuit of a perfect selfie or a thrilling experience can often lead to a blatant disregard for the safety and well-being of both humans and animals. And this is the part most people miss. Our actions, or lack thereof, can have a profound impact on the delicate ecosystem of these protected areas. A disturbing video posted on the Instagram account Tourons of Yellowstone, which documents the regrettable behavior of some tourists, shows a group of visitors getting uncomfortably close to a wolf. While some maintained a safe distance, others failed to give the animal the space it deserved as it crossed the road. Fortunately, no one was hurt in this instance, but the fact remains that habituating wild animals to human presence can be detrimental to their well-being. The National Park Service has explicitly warned visitors to keep a safe distance of at least 100 yards from animals like wolves and bears. As one advisory article aptly puts it, if you're close enough for a selfie, you're definitely too close. This warning extends to seemingly docile large herbivores, such as elk and bison, which can turn dangerous if they feel threatened. The consequences of such encounters can be dire, with at least one injury per season that could have been easily avoided. But here's the alarming part. Human encounters with wildlife not only put humans at risk, but also endanger the animals themselves. In the unfortunate event that an animal injures a human, the animal is often euthanized, a stark reminder of the importance of respecting wildlife boundaries. The reintroduction of gray wolves to Yellowstone in 1995 has been a success story, with a profound positive impact on the ecosystem. By controlling elk numbers, wolves have helped protect several other species and even improved the quality of drinking water for nearby residents. However, this success story can be undermined by irresponsible human behavior. Yellowstone, the oldest national park in the world, is home to over 300 species of birds and 67 species of mammals, making it a treasure trove of biodiversity. Yet, the increasing number of visitors poses a significant challenge in maintaining the balance between human experience and wildlife preservation. The comments on the video reflect the outrage and concern of many, with some calling for limiting the number of daily visitors to prevent the park from becoming overly crowded. Others expressed concern for the wolf, noting that it is becoming habituated to human presence. So, what can we do differently? How can we ensure that our pursuit of connecting with nature does not harm the very wildlife we aim to appreciate? As we reflect on this encounter, it's essential to consider the collective responsibility that comes with visiting our national parks. We must treat these areas with respect, adhering to guidelines and regulations designed to protect both humans and animals. The question remains, are we doing enough to preserve the respectful space for wildlife in our national parks? We invite you to share your thoughts and opinions on this matter. Should there be stricter regulations on visitor numbers, or perhaps more education on wildlife etiquette? Let's spark a conversation that can lead to a better future for our national treasures and the incredible wildlife that inhabits them.